Pick a door. Door you picked will decide your fate for the next 48 hours. If you choose the gray flower door, you will arrive in a vast field of gray flowers stretching to the horizon with an old gray barn standing in the center. The air is calm, the sky is quiet, and no dangerous creatures roam this place, making it one of the safest levels you can enter. However, there are a few rules you must follow. If you notice any color other than gray, stop immediately and slowly back away without investigating. The only entities that exist here are yellow flowers, which appear as bright yellow flowers hidden among the gray field. Never touch a yellow flower. No one knows exactly what happens when one is touched, but everyone who has tried has disappeared. If you see a yellow flower moving, leave the area immediately and head toward the barn. The barn is considered a safe zone where travelers can rest and occasionally find supplies. As long as the field remains gray and you avoid the yellow flowers, you should be completely safe. Good luck. If you choose the blue door, you will arrive in an abandoned aquarium. You must survive for 48 hours with no food, though the water in the old tanks is safe to drink. The only entity here is the whale plushie. You must hold it at all times. If you let go of it for even a moment, you die. Good luck. Pick a door. The door you picked will decide your fate for the next 48 hours. You picked door 1. You wake up alone in an endless empty field beneath a gray sky. Far in the distance stands a colossal treeless mountain, and at its summit sits a lonely house. Something about it feels wrong. As you walk toward it, shadows constantly flicker in the corners of your vision, vanishing whenever you look directly at them. Strange lakes appear throughout the barren landscape, providing clean water and food despite there being no reason they should exist. After days of walking, you finally reach the house. Inside, it's warm, comfortable, and strangely inviting. During the day, the owner is nowhere to be found, leaving the house completely empty. But every night, he returns. You never hear him arrive. Yet somehow he's always there after dark, searching every room, hallway, and hiding spot. You must stay hidden and remain silent. But no hiding place stays safe forever because the owner learns and remembers. If he finds you, there is no escape. If you picked door 2, you will wake up in an endless gas station that is warm and inviting. It is very peaceful here. This level has no entities, and you can take whatever you want from the shelves. You can also find a luxury room in the back area. The bed is incredibly comfortable and warm. Anything you could ever want can be found here. Threat level, 0%. Now be honest. Which fate would you choose? The mountain and its unknown horrors, or an endless paradise where you'll never leave? Pick a door. The door you picked will decide your fate for the next 48 hours. If you chose the construction door, you try to open the door, but it won't budge. You try to ask the construction worker for help, but before you can say anything, he hits you in the head with a hammer. Game over. If you choose the newly opened door, you are met with a library of books. You cannot leave the library. The windows and doors are boarded up. The only rule is that within 48 hours you must read and finish any 100 books. The only catch? One random book in the library will cause you to suffer a fatal heart attack the moment it is opened. Good luck. Pick a door. The door you picked will decide your fate for the next 48 hours. If you pick the pink door, you will go to a level full of pink walls and stuffed animals. The freezers and pantries restock every 2 hours. The only entity here is Kitty, a tall black shadow figure. Don't worry, he is completely harmless unless you harm him or damage his home. Other than that, congratulations, you're completely safe. If you chose the church green door, you will be met with an old four-wheeler and a house. You have 10 minutes to get on the four-wheeler and leave via the dirt road. If you don't, the four-wheeler will run out of gas, and you'll lose your only way out. Once you're on the four-wheeler, you must follow the dirt road until you find a barn. You have 48 hours to find it, or you'll never leave this level. If you find the barn, drive through it immediately, and you will escape the level. This level has no food or water. Good luck. Pick a door. Whatever door you chose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Good luck. You chose the red door. You wake up in a strange town where every television screen glows with a static, smiling image of yourself. Rows of houses stretch out infinitely, so vast that your brain cannot fully comprehend the sheer scale of the landscape. While food and water can be scavenged from inside the houses, the televisions present a deadly hazard. They will begin to crack if you look directly at them. Once a screen cracks, you have exactly 5 seconds to run before one of two terrifying fates occur. Either the distorted version of yourself will crawl out of the television and trap you inside it forever, or the TV itself will sprout a massive mouth, dragging you into the screen with a long, drooling tongue. You chose the blue door.
You wake up in the abandoned school. It's quiet and desolate. It feels very uneasy and claustrophobic, but there's a sense of peace and danger at the same time. Food and water can be found in the teacher's lounge or the cafeteria. You can eat stale chicken or fresh cold water or milk. It's not tasty, but it'll help you to survive. You can find a bedroom in the principal's headquarters. It has electricity and a small mini fridge with mold in it. The bed is comfortable and there's a TV you can use. But be warned, if you hear the bell go, you have exactly 5 seconds to run and hide before he finds you. Now be honest, would you survive this terrifying nightmare? Leave your answers in the comments.
Pick a door. The door you picked will decide your fate for the next 48 hours. If you pick the black door, you will be met by countless people staring at you in a courtroom. You stand before a judge and are charged with a crime you cannot comprehend. You have 48 hours to prove your innocence. If you fail, you will be sentenced to the void jail and imprisoned there forever. If you choose the white door, you might regret it. You are on a long highway at night. There is no food except for open bags of chips and bottles of water, and even those are rare. The endless highway stretches on for days, with only the occasional rusted abandoned car along the road. There is only one rule: don't stop walking. If you stop, the owner of the forest will come for you. If you can no longer walk, hide inside an old car and pray that he doesn't find you. Comment what door you chose. Do you think you could last the 48 hours?